Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys our money moves and our mishaps for the month of March. This is something that I started, I think, just last month. Well, technically the month before, in the month of February. And I just felt like this would be a better way to kind of just share our progress, and also not really to, of course I want to highlight all of the things that went well, especially regarding our money, but I also think that it's unfair to not at least bring up in some type of capacity the things that did not go so well. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you're interested in watching, then please keep watching. First things first, for income, we budgeted that we were going to bring in about $8,705, but we actually ended up bringing in a little less. We brought in $8,182, and that's basically the money that we paid ourselves. So if you're new here, we work full-time jobs. I work a full-time job. My husband works a full-time job, but we also have a business. So we basically just pay ourselves everything that we don't need from the business in any given month. And how we get that number or come up with that number is we pay for all of our expenses within that given month, and we also save money for taxes. That's federal taxes and Georgia taxes. And of course we just do an estimate because that's the best thing that we can do. That's the best thing that most people can do, especially when income is variable. So that is what we do, and we just pay ourselves the rest. We actually ended up paying ourselves a lesser salary in the month of March because we filed our taxes in March and learned that our tax bill was going to be more than what we anticipated. So therefore we just paid ourselves a lesser salary, which that's kind of the purpose of that. It gives us the ability to be able to just pay ourselves a little more or pay ourselves a little less in any given month. So we just try to keep our overhead relatively low and have that cushion that allows us to do that. So that was a difference of $523. That just means that we paid ourselves $523 less than what we anticipated. And that is because more money went to savings, to tax savings, so therefore that money was deducted from the money that we would have paid ourselves. Money move number one is we invested $2K additionally, so we have joined the FIRE movement as of 2021, and we were able to put $1,000 towards our joint brokerage account, and basically that money is what we are, of course the money is for us to retire early, but especially we will be pulling from that money. Well, we can pull from it whenever, but we plan to use that money as we get closer to retirement. Also, we were able to put $500 towards my Roth IRA and $500 towards my husband's Roth IRA. Another money move is I actually went on a little road trip to meet up with my bestie, and actually, I was budgeting originally for my husband to come, so we were budgeting about $500. Then I learned that he wouldn't come, and that's because he decided to stay home with our new pup, because we got a new pup. You know, he brought home a pup, and boom, we were dog owners or pet owners in a matter of days. But the trip was actually planned before he brought home the pup, but after bringing home the pup and like learning about her and all of that, I was already committed to still going, of course. And he just decided to stay home with the pup basically and just go to work. We were gonna do $250 if he was not going to come, and I was gonna do $250 for me. But my friend actually paid for a lot of things, which I thought was super, super nice. Her mom was there too and paid for a lot of things as well. So I actually spent only $100 out of pocket, and that was basically for gas and for like a meal or two. And if you're wondering where we went, we spent 4 days in the Orlando / Cocoa Beach area. Also in March, we got stimulus checks. My husband and I both got $1,400, and honestly, we just put that money in our tax savings account, and so therefore it's kind of going to help catapult us as we move forward with paying our tax bill, because our CPA did recommend that we make some estimates, and so therefore it's kind of like we have to pay our whole tax bill from 2020, and we can start making estimates as soon as April 15th as well. So therefore we just basically gave all that money back to the IRS. Well, we will anyway. Not all of it though. We did spend some of it, like we got a new lawn mower, and we did some other things to stimulate the economy, but for the most part the money is just going right back to its source. Also, I added to my LV fund. This was also something that came about I think in like January or February. I decided that I would start saving up towards this Louis Vuitton. I'll be honest, I'm 3 months in and I'm pretty close. I guess I'm about halfway to having the money that I would need. I was thinking it would take me until about December, but it's kind of moving kind of quickly, and it's going to take me probably like 6 months as opposed to a full year. So as we get closer and closer, I think less and less about this Louis Vuitton bag, although I did go and even try it on and try it out, and like hold it for the first time and everything at the Louis Vuitton store. But as I get closer and closer to actually purchasing it, I don't really have any real interest, but I think that I will just keep the money there. And if I don't want to buy a Louis Vuitton bag, it will just be like my money for something else maybe. And that money is for rewarding myself after I hit my weight loss goal. So that's kind of what the money is for. So I thought that I might use it for an LV bag, or I might use it on a trip, or who knows what, I don't know. Also, one of my friends bought a new house. I'm so proud of her. And so I wanted to send her a little something. So I did send her a gift card, just so she can purchase some things around her house. I know she's doing updates and things of the sort. So that was something that was not something that I really planned for, because I didn't plan for that going into March, but it did actually happen for her in the month of March. And while I did do other giving and more giving than just giving a gift card, that was something that I guess on the other end of it, I'm just excited for the person. That was like the most exciting thing that happened in any of my friends and family members' lives in the month of March. So I was just happy to, you know, play a small role in just sending out a gift card. Next, we paid our new Cricket bill, our new cell phone bill, for the first time. And I was happy to learn that the bill was $80 even. I don't know why that was exciting for me, but there were no taxes or anything like that. It was just, you know, I'm paying $40 a month. My husband's paying $40 a month for his plan, or together we're paying $80. So I don't know why it really tickled me so much, but I was just happy to learn that the bill was just a flat $80. So those are kind of all of the great things that happened in March. Let's talk about some things that were not so great. Mishap number one, we had to pay a $25 registration fee, and that is because for whatever reason, well, we haven't purchased a car in I don't know how long, but our registration on our new car ended or what have you in the month of March. So we had to like, you know, register it, and I don't know why I really didn't register to us that we needed to register the car, but we did have to pay a $25 registration fee to get our tags. That was unexpected and something that it really just slipped my mind. Even though it's only $25, it was a huge mishap, because I'm like, you know, I don't know why we thought, I don't know what we thought, but we didn't think that we were gonna have to pay that fee and like actually go register the car. Probably silly of us, but again, we haven't purchased a car in a very, very long time. We especially have never purchased a new car. Mishap number two, our tax bill ended up being higher than expected. Now, a lot of that is actually, fun fact, due to the personal side of things rather than the business side of things. So we have to pay an additional $2,000-ish, which is more than what we anticipated. So that wasn't very fun to learn, but I was happy that I did have the business estimate pretty good, as I always do. And it was more so the personal side of things that I didn't anticipate, because those tax laws and such just change all the time. And it's, you know, way more confusing, I think, than the business side of things. Another mishap is that we paid for YouTube TV again. Super annoying. We spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to cancel it, and we thought we canceled it, but lo and behold, we actually didn't. So we paid for that again, but we finally figured it out because we were not about to pay for that again. And so now it's officially canceled, but that was like $65 down the drain basically. Mishap number four is that we actually paid ourselves less money, which again, technically impacted the budget, but not really, because we would have been saving the money anyway. But it's still that we were planning to pay ourselves a different amount than what we actually ended up paying ourselves, so our income was less. Mishap number five, we had to purchase a new lawn mower. My husband just bought this one, I guess last year, probably during COVID too, actually. And we bought it from his job, I think, and he got it on sale, and he had a like employee discount and such. But that lawnmower was not working anymore. It was messed up. So he had to purchase a new one, and that one isn't really doing the trick for him. So he's actually going to take that back. So at this point, we're going to be getting a refund. But as of right now, we kind of have a lawnmower that we don't like. Well, he doesn't like, but also the fact that we had to buy another one is just super annoying. But of course, mowing our own grass over time is going to be more beneficial than paying someone to mow our grass. So we intend to buy another one, but maybe we can do some research together and more research to make sure that we get one that isn't going to be trash. And then finally, we were over budget technically, because we got the stimulus checks. It's like we weren't over budget. It's actually like we came out on top, but technically we were. I didn't include actually the stimulus check, the full stimulus check in this amount. I only paid us like a smaller portion of the stimulus check, and I sent the greater portion of it to our tax savings account. But all in all, we were technically over budget. It just doesn't really appear that way because we did allow ourselves to spend some of the stimulus money. So that is it for our budget for the month of March. As always, feel free to share any money moves or mishaps that you had in the month of March. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.